Hi guys, welcome to another video by Darklink Does Math. The content in this video is geared towards 6th grade math standards. These videos are public so that my students may access this information easily, as well as anyone else looking for math help. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do not, I hope you can find what you're looking for elsewhere. There's a lot of information out there. Be aware that I'm not perfect, so there may be the occasional mistake. I apologize in advance if this should happen. So today we're going over the 3 measures of central tendency: mean, median, and mode. This is a mini lesson, meaning it's not the typical detailed lesson over mean, median, and mode. You can find specific videos for those on my YouTube channel that go much more in depth. All right, we're going to define mean, median, and mode. First, mean. Mean is a summary of a group of data. So just like you can summarize a paragraph, you can summarize a group of numbers. So a summary of a group of data found by adding all the values and then dividing by how many values there are. So, in other words, the mean is equal to the total divided by the number of values. Like, how many numbers are there? You should include zeros in this. So if there are some zeros in your data, you include them in your number of values. All right, next, median. Median is another summary of a group of data where you look for the middle value when, and this is important, the numbers are listed least to greatest. You can't just go looking for the middle number if they're not listed from least to greatest. So that should always be your first step. List your numbers from least to greatest before you find anything. Always. All right, last one, mode. It's our third measure of central tendency. And guess what? It's another summary. So these are 3 ways to summarize a group of numbers. So mode, a summary of a group of data, in which you look for the piece of data that occurs the most. And I've touched a little bit on this in previous videos. So it's a thing that happens the most. One important note: most does not mean highest. So we're not looking for the highest number. We're looking for the thing that happens the most. If you see a bunch of zeros and you see more zeros than any other number, 0 is your mode. You're not looking for the highest number. All right, so we're going to be finding all 3 of these things in our examples. So first, practice problem. We're going to find the 3 measures of central tendency. What does that mean? It means find the mean, median, and mode of the following data. We're also going to find the range of the data. So we have a list of numbers. Our first step should be to list them from least to greatest. So Let's get started. So we're going to look for the smallest number, and it appears to be 12. So I have two of those. So 12 and 12. Next, any more in the tens? No. So let's go to the 20s. All right, I see 21 and 21. Next, any more 20s? No. 30s. All right, the smallest 30s are 30, 30, 30, and 30. That's 4 30s. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, any 40 or any more 30s? Nope. Any 40s? Nope. Any 50s? Yes. I see a 52 and a 52. Next, any more 50s? No. Any 60s? No. 70s? Yes. I see a 74 and a 74. All right, next, 75 and 75. All right, any more 70s? No. 80s. I see 85 and 85. And then 89 and 89. Let's double check and see we have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 numbers. So hopefully we've got them. All right. First step, it doesn't matter which one we find first. I'm just going to go in order, mean, median, mode, and don't forget it does add the extra question of range. Okay, let's find mean. So to find the mean, we're going to add up all the numbers and get a total and divide by how many there are. So let's start adding. And if they're in order like this, it makes it so much easier to keep track of. So it not only helps you get your median, it does help with your other numbers. All right, so we've got 12 plus 12 plus 21 plus 21 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 52 plus 52 and 74 and 74 and 75 and 75 and 85 and 85 and 89 and 89. That is not right. We screwed up. So let's do that again. 12 and 12 and 21 and 21 and 30 and 30 and 30 and 30. That's 4. 52 and 52 and 74 and 74. 75, 75, and 85, and 85, and 89, and 89. 936. That looks better. You should always type them in twice to verify that you get the same number 2 times in a row, but I already know that's correct. So I'm going to go with it. 936. All right, we're going to divide by how many numbers there are. And if I had zeros, I would count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I got off. Let's do that again. I can count. I'm a math teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, I can count. So 18 values. Let's divide that. So 936, take that total, divide by how many numbers there are. We get 52. So our first answer, the mean, is 52. So 52 is a way to summarize this big group of numbers. Next, let's do median. Median is the type of summary where we look for the middle number where they're listed from least to greatest. In my other video, I'll go over a few different ways to do this. We're just going to go with the most basic, crossing off. When crossing off, make sure you take your time, and I would recommend that you do opposite angle. That way you don't always end up with one middle number. You're not always going to have one middle number. It depends on how many values you have. We have an even amount of numbers, so I'm going to get 2 middle numbers. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and 5, and 6 crossed out, and 7 crossed out. Again, take your time, especially when you get close. So here, if you're just cross, 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 I might accidentally cross out that one, and I think that one is in the middle. No, they're both in the middle. Now, can I have two answers? No. So what do you do if you have two middle numbers? Add them and divide by how many there are. In other words, we're going to find the mean of the middle. So we're basically finding the middle of the middle. All right, 52 plus 52 is 104, not 100. Dear Lord, what is wrong with me? Divided by 2, 104 divided by 2 is 52. Now, did I really need to do that? No. If I see two 52s in the middle, 52 is pretty much in the middle. So the median is 52. It's what's in the middle. Notice both of these summaries are pretty much the same. So sounds like a good number to use if you're trying to summarize this group of data. All right, next one, the mode. Mode is what happens the most, not what's highest. So 89 is the highest, but that's not what happens the most. Now, since I have them all listed in order, I can see this bunch of 30s right there. So there's two 12s, two 21s, there's four 30s. Is there anything else that has more than 4? No. So 30 is what happens the most. So our mode is 30. All right, one more thing. Those are our three measures of central tendency. Those are our three types of summary or averages. Let's find the range. The range is found by taking the maximum number minus the minimum number. So the maximum number is 89. The minimum number is 12. 89 minus 12, we get 77. That just means our numbers span across 77 values or numbers. All right, so our range is 77. All right, our next example, we're going to find the three measures of central tendency of the following data. Also, we're going to find the range. So these are not listed in order, so that's our first step. See, no 10s, no 20s, 30s. So I see a 38 and a 39. Next, 40s. There's a 40 right there. Next, 42. 43. Where was it? Next. No more 40s, no 50s, 60s. Yes, there's a 69, but I think I saw something lower. 67 right there. 67, 69. No more 60s, 70s. There's a 70. No more 70s. All right, 80s. Let's see, 82, 83, 84, 85. No more 80s. All right, 90s. There's a 91, 92, and 95. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have an odd amount of numbers this time. That means there will only be one middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 values. All right, so I've got the right amount. Let's find our mean first. The mean is found by finding your total and dividing by how many there are. So let's add them up. 38 plus 39 plus 40 plus 42 plus 43 plus 67 plus 69 plus 70 plus 82 plus 83 plus 84 plus 85. And the list goes on and on and on. 1019. Let's do that again and see if we got the right number. Maybe I screwed up again. It's happened once. So 38 plus 39 plus 40 plus 42 plus 43 plus 67 plus 69 plus 70 plus 82 plus 83 plus 84 plus 85 plus 91 plus 92 plus 95 Ooh, different number. So you should always double check yourself. It is 1020 though. How many values are there? 15. Counted that twice. So the mean is equal to, what's 1020 divided by 15? We get 68. So our first average, or first summary, is 68. Next, let's find the median. Median is in the middle, as long as you've listed your numbers from least to greatest. So we're going to just use the crossing out method again. So take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So notice, odd amount of numbers. I have one middle number. So that is it. Our median is 70. So far, these are close but different. All right, next, the mode, the number that happens the most. All right, only 138, 39, 40, 42, 43, 67, 69, 70, 82, 83, 84, 85, 91, 92, 95. They all happen once. So it's like, well, nothing stands out. You know what that means? There is no mode. If nothing stands out above the rest, you have no mode. You've got to have a winner. If there's no winner, well, you don't have a mode. All right, next and last, let's find the range like it says. The range, we're going to take the maximum number, which is 95, subtract the minimum number, which is 38, and we get 95 minus 38, 57. So the numbers span 57. So our range equals 57. So we've got our three measures of central tendency plus the range. Freaking measure. All right, last one. The dot plot shows the number of rackets owned by a group of tennis players. Find the three measures of central tendency of the data. Also, find the range. So you'll notice I don't have numbers. I have a bunch of dots. We need to convert them. So you'll remember from a previous lesson, these dots represent usually people or things, and the numbers below them match what the title is. So this would be one person has one racket. This person has two rackets. This person has two rackets. This person has two rackets, and so on. So these dots can technically be translated into numbers. So one person with one racket, three people with two rackets, two people with three rackets, four people with four rackets, and so forth. So we're going to list them from least to greatest. And the great thing about dot plots, they're already in order. So I have 1, 3 twos, 2 people have 3 rackets, 4 people have 4 rackets, 3 people have 5 rackets, 4 people have 6 rackets, 2 people have 7, and 1 person has 8 rackets. All right, first, let's find the mean. So we're going to add them up and divide by how many there are. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 6 and 6 and 6 and 6 and 7 and 7 and 8. 90. Oh, I actually did it on the first try this time. No mess ups. Again, you really should double check. If you get the same number twice, you probably did it correct, unless you did it wrong twice. How many values are there? I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I should have double checked that earlier, but I didn't. All right, 90 divided by 20. 4.5. Now, with this, we have a label. These numbers have a label. You got to put a label. Labels tell you what you're talking about. We didn't have any labels on these examples up here. so it wasn't necessary. But now we're talking about number of rackets. So our mean is not just 4.5, it's 4.5 rackets. So we're summarizing the number of rackets owned by these tennis players. Next, the median. So what's the middle? Not medium. All right, let's do our crossing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I had 20 values, I will have 2 middle numbers. So let's add them and divide by how many there are, 2. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Going to divide by 2, and that's 4.5. So our median is 4.5 rackets. Next, our mode. What happens the most? All right, I see 3 2s, so that's in the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4 4s, so that's in the lead. And 1, 2, 3, 4 6s too. So 4 4s and 4 6s. They beat out all of the other numbers with 3 of them or 2 of them. So we have a tie. 4 and 6. So this is what we call bimodal. It has 2 modes. So first is 4 rackets, and the second mode is 6 rackets. There has to be a clear winner. These two are our clear winners. Yes, there can be a tie. There just can't be, I can't list all of these as my mode because they all have 1. If I had numbers that I had 2 of every one, you still don't have a mode. You have to have something that rises above the rest. The 4 and 6 rise above the rest. Last one, range. So our maximum is 8. Our minimum is 1, and we get 7. So the range is 7 rackets. All right, these are our 3 measures of central tendency, or our summaries of this data, along with range. I hope this has helped with finding mean, median, mode. If it has not, I hope you can find what you're looking for else or somewhere else. And don't forget, check out my other videos if you want more detailed explanations over mean, median, mode. Y'all have a great day.